Hello, everybody. Uh, I'm really I'm really thrilled. I'm honestly happy to see you again after a while. Uh, yeah, Corona situation, COVID-19 quarantine was really long time. Uh, Long time no see you guys. Long time you didn't see me quite a lot because it was unable to fly. So I'm super happy to welcome you today on today's free webinar. I hope you're gonna enjoy. It's gonna be approximately hour and a half long, probably more hour and a half than 1 hour. And I hope, guys, that you're gonna enjoy the knowledge I'm gonna give you, the actual treatments you're gonna see in live, a little bit of a theory background, a little bit of explanation of products and tips and tricks and all other stuff it's gonna cross my mind during this webinar. And of course, today we have more than 700 people online. That's why I'm gonna try to answer all of your questions, but please try to understand that there is quite high number of people participating in live webinars, so maybe it won't be possible to get all answers you might ask. So as I mentioned, today I'm going to do a live treatment, hands-on treatment. Sandra, the trainer Sandra, is going to do one treatment as well. We're going to show a little bit of tips and tricks. We're going to comment everything. So for all of those who already perform fibroblast skin tightening, I think it's going to be good to refresh your knowledge. Either you are a private academy student, either not. I'm going to try my best to make this webinar interesting and knowledgeable and funny and smooth as much as I can. As you know, my mother language is not English, but I hope you're going to understand my language. I mean, my English. Okay, so let's do a little bit of theory. I mean, a little bit of introduction. Fibroblast skin tightening, you guys all probably know what we are talking about, or we call it plasma fibroblast or plasma lifting or fibroblast lifting or soft surgery lifting, or there's multiple names out there, right? I can talk a lot about the names as well, but let's keep that part because we're limited with time. So right now, what I'm gonna mostly focus on is to present you the Private Academy needles. Yeah, these are the special developed needles that I, as a mechanical engineer, I developed those needles myself. This is how they look like. This is a sterile envelope packaging, right? This is where you can see the actual needle inside. This is how you're gonna get them, or you are already getting them if you are placing orders in our shop. So this one-time usage, and I'm a very figurative person, right? Let's say that you are a Formula One driver, right? What is power? Power is nothing without control. Completely same thing is with fibroblast skin tightening. You can use the best machine out there on the market. You can use the best aftercare products. You can use everything the best. But if you don't have really good needle or the best needle on the market, you cannot get the best results out of it, because the needle, the actual applicator, right, the one we are talking about right now, is actually the only is basically the only part of instrument that is carrying out the small zap, the small electric zap, right? So if all the parts you're using, if all the devices and everything else already mentioned would be perfect, and your needle is bad, it's not good one, your treatment's not going to be perfect, right? That's why at my early stage of developing fibroblast skin tightening treatment, I focus a lot of time on developing the needle. It seems very easy piece, right? Nothing special. As you can see, the body is wider, is thicker. Then we come to the head part. We call it head part, right? And there is a tip, right? this goes in, you know, it's tightening along the way. We call it conus, right? And also the tip of the needle is rounded. It's not pointy. It is pointy, but it's not sharp. It's rounded. Still, you have to be careful with it. And this needle will provide you 40% better. But it has around 40% better performance than the regular needle, which is, I don't know what to say, right? There's no words to compare those to applicators, needles. Of course, we're talking about needles that we are using for device that we are currently using, right? This is the Plumera Premium one, and the needles we develop are fitted to this device, right? And this is like standard needle. I mean, I'm not the one that I'm gonna say you what you have to do, but this really, with this needle, and you're not gonna get anywhere, right? So that's why at my early stage we focus on developing the new needle, and here it is, right? So we have a straight and bend needles. Those who prefer to have a straight needle, that means that you need to hold your device vertically, right, 90 degrees to the surface, right, like that. But with the time we develop the bend needles, that means then you can hold your device like that, or like this, or like that. I'm going to show on actual orange right now. So to conclude, the needle or the applicator is the only touch with the skin, right? We are not touching the skin, right? With a fibroblast skin tightening, we are not touching the skin at all, right? But the applicator is the only carrier of small electric spark, which is going to be transmitted through the device, through the probe, to the actual skin. So if this part, if the needle is bad, the whole line of the whole procedure is going to fail at the last stage, providing the good spark, right? So let me show you. So I'm going to use this, let's say, the regular needle, or however you call it. I mean, and I'm going to put the settings, let's say, on 6, right? And I'm going to actually show you the zap, okay? So as this to straight, I have to go vertically. You can see. Okay. I won't say that it's completely impossible, right? But it's definitely, I mean, it's hard to perform the treatment. The spark is not consistent. It's not a precise anyways because of a thickness. And now I'm going to demonstrate you the needles I'm using that I develop for my clients only. And later on, we provide those needles for our students. Right now, they can use them as well. They're not reserved only for my clients, but for actual students. So this is how our applicator needle looks like. It's thin, it's nice, it's nice shape, and also those needles are covered with copper. Copper is the most conductive commercial material on the planet. Copper is everything you need for any electricity transmission, for any this is what we called conductive materials. Is the most conductive commercial material on the planet. Gold is more conductive than copper, actually, but you know, golden needles would be probably too expensive, right? So these are the same settings. Everything is the same. We just changed the needle, and let me show you. So the comfort of this treatment. So I can hold my device like that, or however, because the tip is the needle, the applicator is bended. Also, let me mention that the needles are pretty soft. You can change the angle. You can simply bend it more or less. You can straighten it up. You can bend it more. So you can adjust it to your preferences. And you can see the difference in spark. Maybe that's a small difference for you, but actual speed, actual agility I get with it, this is something unbelievable for me. So I need like, what's that, like 10 seconds? Because it's very accurate, it's very precise. It's, I mean, it's joy. It's joy to work with this needle, right? You can see the spark is stronger, which is not the main point of getting super strong spark, because it can be also dangerous, right? But you can see it's very precise. It's easy to handle it. You won't have any wrist pain. You don't want to be like, if you're going to do the large areas such as neck, belly, and so on, you don't want to be like completely vertical for the whole time, right? You want to get your comfort while performing the treatment, and that's why those needles are banded. And also, as you know, I developed my own technique, which is called shading. It's something that I'm going to show you today. And it's something that we revealed it for free on all our live courses. Let me mention that we have live courses right now. They're gonna take place in San Francisco in October, LA, and San Diego. All those 3 classes are gonna happen in October. San Francisco is October 3rd and 4th. LA is 11th and 12th. I have a help behind the scenes. Sorry, and San Diego would be October 25th, 26th, am I right? Yeah. So, but again, we also have an online course available for all those who could not travel due to any reasons. We have an online, and my shading technique is revealed in online course as well, right? Online and hands-on. So shading is basically, with simple words, that we are connecting the dots. We are getting extra pulling effect, extra tightening. So that's like a cherry on top of the cake, right? That's why our students, as you will see, our admins behind the scenes, they'll show you before and after pictures of our works or our students' works. So shading is something that we apply between the dots. It's very delicate. You have to handle. You have to be trained properly, and the shading is not going to be any problem for you. But of course, we need to change the settings. We need to maintain the distance, and so on and so on. It's a few tricks with it. Okay, so this was short introduction into needle parts. So conclusion, here you can see them. The difference between the needles. There's few other needles on the market. I've tested all the needles, but I'm sticking to my needle, which is for me one of the best needles so far. I haven't tried a better one. Also, very essential part of Fibroblast Skin Tightening would be numbing cream, right? Why numbing is important? Fibroblast Skin Tightening is a revolutionary method. Fibroblast Skin Tightening is officially the most profitable beauty technique in beauty industry at this present moment. Our students charge everything from $600 to $1,200 per hour of fibroblast work. With all respect toward to the needle, to lash artists, to nail artists, to hairdressers, to everyone, right? All respect. And of course, we need those services as well. But I'm just trying to say, if you want to boost up your business, if you want to bring it to the next level, if you want to do something nice, if you want to create, if you want to leave your trace in beauty industry, like in creating non-invasive lifting, that's what we basically do. That's non-invasive lifting, right? It's Fibroblast Skin Tightening is alternative to the surgical procedures such as blepharoplastics, Botox, liftings, fillers, and everything else. It's a beauty treatment which is not based on surgical or medical methods, right? There is no consequences as we have as we get with the actual surgery. And of course, let me be honest, let me be straight. I'm not against surgeries at all. If you have a client or customer with a super heavy upper eyelids, Fibroblast skin tightening is natural treatment, right? It's going to tighten their skin as much as skin is willing to tighten, right? But you cannot expect dramatically results from something that is based on natural tightening. Skin will tighten as much as skin is willing to tighten. It depends on skin type. It mostly depends on the age. It depends on collagen and elastin level in the skin, and dermis level, and et cetera, and so on and so on. What I'm trying to say is that surgeries are essential as well, right? We cannot you know, do the boob job. We cannot do some things. We can reduce the skin. We reduce the skin. We're tightening the skin, shrinking the skin. Whenever there is a loosened, saggy, fluffy skin, we can tighten it in a natural way, right? So if you have a client who is looking for really dramatic results, Fibroblast skin tightening is probably not the best solution. I'm talking in really dramatic results, like super dramatic, right? But more and more people are looking for treatments as alternative to the Botox and fillers, right? And this is where the Fibroblast skin tightening hits a worldwide success. It's one of the hottest treatments out there, right? Let me go back to the point. Is Fibroblast skin tightening is not dangerous. It doesn't have any surgical consequences, such as bruises, such as bleeding, such as stitches, you know, cutting the skin, no anesthesia required, and so on and so on. But we do have to numb the area we are treating, especially namely around the eyes and around the mouth. Around the mouth is not as sensitive as around the eyes, right? Periorbital and perioral, right? That's why we also develop a super strong numbing cream, which I call the cocktail. And when I was at my very early stage of fibroblasting or developing and everything, I remember back in the days, I almost quit on fibroblast. You know why? Because of a numbing. Because whatever I was trying to develop, whatever I was trying to try, whatever novelty I have in my mind, I basically couldn't do it because I wasn't using the proper numbing cream. Whatever I was trying around the eyes, around the mouth, around the eyes, it was almost impossible for me to perform because the client would feel such a pain, right? And we have a different type of clients as well. The sensibility levels are different, right? And after some time, I would say to myself, no, I'm not gonna put my hands. I'm not gonna quit on fibroblast. Let me try. Let me test some other numbings, and that's where we come to our numbing cream, which we call pre-treatment cream, right? You can use whatever numbing you have at the present moment. I'm super good with that. I'm just trying to tell you, if you're new, right, you have to use a strong, good numbing cream, which will numb your area, client's area, correctly, right? Therefore, you will have time, and the clients will not twitch, right? You'll be able to perform the treatment correctly. Otherwise, if your clients are not numbed well, they will automatically twitch. This is a normal human reaction, which is completely fine and normal. And I twitch as well when I feel pain, even though that my pain level is high. But twitching is something normal. So if you will not numb them correctly, that's not going to end cool, because they will twitch. You will not perform the treatment the way you should. It's not going to be done super correctly. They will probably not spread a good word about the treatment. They will say, yeah, it was good, but it's painful, no, and that's not okay, right? So when we develop this treatment everything was smooth and easy, and that's where we are right now. Numbing. Topical liquid. This is what I call saver. Every student, every therapy should have one here. If your clients after numbing still have any unpleasant feelings, few drops on the open cell when the treatment is already in progress, few drops, wait 2-3 minutes, and she's renumbed. Perfect. This is a crystallized or liquid numbing. Perfect stuff. Also, what we spend a lot of time and effort on would be aftercare products. Whenever people ask me, hey, Samo, how come that you're so successful? What brings your success to the level it is right now as your company, not only it's my success, is that I would say that I spend my time and also invest a lot of money in things that me as a mechanical engineer, I felt that they would be essential. So as I said, if you're a Formula One driver and you have the most powerful car racing with, and your tires are bad, when it gonna comes to the curve, you're gonna go straight in straight out of a track. And this is the synonym for the needles. You can have the best car, bad tires. If you put that together, power is nothing without control, right? Even though this is the best one of really good devices on the market, the needle is essential part. Same thing, same stuff with the aftercare product. There is no other companies. I'm looking around, and they have some creams and everything else. But what are we basically performing with Fibroblast Skin-Tightening? We are creating a small little wounds. We are zapping the skin. We are creating. We're wounding the skin, we are damaging the skin. This is what we call control damage of the skin, and we are basically activating. Sorry, I forgot the name. It's gonna. What is that? Attendees. The guys are just showing me how many attendees is in the room.
We have questions.
We have questions, right?
We have a lot of questions, but we will answer them.
Yeah, in the break. Yeah. Okay. So aftercare products is that are very essential for me. The aftercare products are more important than anything else we have right here. Right. When you carry out the treatment, let's say that you perform the really good. The treatment would be done perfectly and everything else, but the healing stage which happening along the way, like 6 to 8 weeks, is essential, right? So that's why we develop all those aftercare creams. This is aftercare product number 1, number 2, and number 3, essential. Who is the biggest, or what is the biggest enemy of Fibroblast Skin Tightening? Is sun, right? The same thing with laser, same thing with hair removals and all other treatments that are controlling damage the skin. That's what we do. We are damaging the skin in control manner, right? Control damage of the skin. Aftercare products, don't underestimate the aftercare products. We have, before we develop aftercare products that are developed in National Lab of Health in Slovenia, they are tested and they have all the papers of being cosmetical products. We experience, along with our students, we experience 6 to 7% of hyperpigmentations, right? Hyperpigmentation is basically a result of exposing to the sun without proper cream. Okay. When we develop the aftercare products, those 3 products, we analyze that after 1 year, when we do the second analyze, we come to the numbers that right now we are experiencing 1.5% of hyperpigmentations. Okay, 1.5%, less than 2% of hyperpigmentations. That means that out of 100 treatments performed by our students or us or who else, there would be 1.5 clients average, which is nothing. And we also should mention that some clients are not following the aftercare procedure. That's why every student will get those nice leaflets in their sets, right? Whenever you purchase those creams, you will get the leaflets along with the products, right? And that's what we give to the customer, and they should follow the aftercare procedure, right? Aftercare is essential if you want to have the best results in the market. If you don't want to experience any hyperpigmentations, any problems, this is what they have to live with. So when the treatment is done, this is what we are living with the clients. There is also beta-glucan mask. This mask will reduce any swelling on treated areas. They're produced especially for face, right? It has an upper part, lower part. It's going to cool down the skin. It's going to moisturize the skin. It has 20% better moisturizing effect than actual hyaluronic acid. It's amazing. I use this mask on a daily basis, right? Just to moisturize my face because of a lot of time zone changes, a lot of planes. I have 60, 70 flights a year, which is a lot. Every 5th day I'm on the flight. This is what suits your skin, and especially at Fibroblast Skin-Tightening, when we finish the treatment, it's going to cool down. They won't experience any swelling around the eyes will always be present, okay? But you can reduce the swelling with a beta-glucan mask, and it's amazing. Beta-glucan is a product of shiitake mushrooms, and it's amazing. A serum is the same ingredients. The only thing is that we use serums for necks, for larger areas. It doesn't have cooling effect, but it does have moisturizing effect, of course, and all nutritions needed for skin healing, for faster skin healing. But the essentials are aftercares, okay? This is pretty much everything about the products. This is our professional set available in our shops, and especially for our students. USB. USB for me, if I would be in someone's shoes who is about to buy either online class, either a hands-on class, this is probably the most for me, this is probably the most precious part of this whole set. It's the cheapest, but for me it has the biggest value. Whenever you become our student, you will get the USB with the promotional material, with before-after picture of my work and my colleague work and my students' work and my master trainers' work. So when you start advertising, you have everything here. You have a PDF of your textbook. You don't need to think about, okay, I finished the course. Probably it's very hard for you to put down into the words what you're offering and create some text. Everything is on it. You just need to copy paste, put the picture on it, put it on your social media, and you will start getting requests for your treatments, right? Sometimes people, when put down the deposits for live location, they would get the files from USB in advance, and there were numerous cases when clients were saying that they pay off the training because they get so much deposit, so much sign-ups for the treatments before they even finish the course, right? So for me, this is super great value because you get all the products, such as before-after pictures. You will get PDF of a textbook, right? This is what you're gonna get in live, but you will get it on PDF as well. You will get all the creativities of leaflets, right? Either this is for beta-glucan mask, either this is for aftercare products. You will get the posters. You will get a consent forum and a lot of stuff. For me, USB is super valuable. Aftercare products and device and all the attachments and manuals that comes within. So maybe let's jump on the questions. Do we have any questions? A lot of questions. Okay, I'll try to answer as much as we can, and later on we'll move to my actual practice work in a few minutes. Yep. When?
Just
questions. Oh, questions.
Yep.
Will men's facial hair will grow after the fibroblast treatment?
Of course it will. Yeah, men's facial hair will grow after the treatment. They need to shave. They need to shave pretty well, because when you're gonna go on top on men's hair, if they're not shaved well, it's gonna be smoky, right? And you don't have a nice surface to work on it. They need to shave well, right? And they won't be able to shave as long as the crusts are present on the skin. This is approximately 5 to 7 days. After that, the skin will be pinkish reddish for a few days, and after that, they'll be good for shaving, right? But yeah.
Can you please repeat again how to use topical liquid?
Topical liquid. So topical liquid, so this is the base, right? You need to numb. Always, we need to numb. This is the base. Without the cream, without the pre-treatment cream, there's no numbing, right? But if they still feel unpleasant feeling, right? And you're already in the middle of the process of fibroblast, you would use the topical liquid, put a few drops on the treated area where the pain is actually present, wait 4 to 5 minutes, and you would just gently tap with a cotton. It's fine. You would just we'll just gently soak up, if there is any moisture left. Usually it does soak in, so you won't even be able, it won't be needed to tap. But yeah, just wait for 3 minutes, apply it. If you do that, if you're applying topical liquid around the eyes, I'm always using the Q-tip, and I'm ready. I mean, I'm just kind of do the barrier, not to drop, not to let any topical into the eyes. It's not going to be, I mean, nothing dramatic, but we don't want to do that.
Yeah. Please, can you explain about the certificate with this live webinar, because we have got
a lot of questions about certificate.
So live webinar is something. You won't be certified after the live webinar, right? This is not right. The live webinar is just introduction. There is much more. What I'm talking right now is like 10% of what you will probably get in your online courses, if you decide for online course, of course, or if you decide for the live hands-on course, which lasts for 2 days. In our online course, there is 6+ hours of my live video footages, right? So today we're gonna do like 1 hour, hour and a half. In online, you will get approximately 6 to 7 hours of live footages, along and plus theory, plus test, plus everything. So with a live webinar, this is it's not something you're gonna get certified after this, right? If my answer makes sense.
Yes.
It's introduction into something.
Please, can you explain about the skin types? When to
So yeah, skin types we have by the Fitzpatrick scale, which is old scale. Is rigid scale, but okay. Fitzpatrick scale, Google it if you don't know for it. We have 6 skin types, right, from very flare to the super dark skin. And with the Fibroblast Skin-Tightening, we can go up to scale 4, up to level 4. Everything beyond that, it's slight, it's minimum risk of hypopigmentation, not hyperpigmentation, so discoloration of the skin. And also, let's be honest, for those who have a lot of experience, already know that the darker the skin gets, the thicker the skin is, and darker people, the darker they are, less wrinkles they have. So basically, even though that we would like to treat dark tone skins, it's not needed, because their skin is so thick, it's way thicker than the wider skin, right, tones. But we can go, let's conclude, we can go to skin type 4+, that's olive skin, darker olive skin.
Yeah. When they can repeat the treatment after the first session? After
the first session, we can repeat the treatment when the skin. First and basic rule is when the skin is completely healed. Usually with a normal healing procedure, and with these products, right? Because this is essential. How long the skin healing will last is 6 to 8 weeks. I would recommend you to repeat the treatment not sooner than 6 weeks, approximately 6-7 weeks after the initial treatment is done. But remember, when the skin is completely healed and there is no signage of previous treatment being performed, no redness, no itchiness, no nothing.
Okay, let's check if we have other questions. When they on which part of the body we can do the treatment?
On almost on every body on the skin, on every part of the body of the skin. Of course, we are limited, right? I've not long ago, I've seen one company selling Fibroblast Skin-Tightening course for rejuvenating the female's intimate parts, and they're charging was it $56? And guys, don't do that. So we can basically treat any parts on the human body except I don't know how we say in English, mucus, right? We don't go on any. Can you Google it? Sluznica? Mucus. I would say mucus, right? So we don't go anywhere where is mucus, right? So this is a female's. Sorry, mucosa. Okay, so we don't go on inner side of the lips. We don't go on intimate parts. We don't go right logically on, I don't know what else around. I mean, too close to the, to the eyes. But besides that, any other parts, forehead, ears, nose, a lip flip, lip augmentation, but not an actual lip, right? Breast lift, belly tightening, knee, those wings, how you call those wings? It's not chicken wings, but what else? Hands, neck. What else? What else I've seen? A lot of, but as I said, not long ago, I found a company on social media as they were selling a course for tightening, vagina tightening, rejuvenating. And this is ridiculous, guys. This is what makes me sad and fibroblastic, because people wanna, okay, but whatever. We are not allowed to remove moles. In Europe, we are not allowed to remove warts because they are contagious.
The question: can we use this machine for removing
moles? Moles are not allowed to remove, right? Moles can be, moles are not allowed to remove, but you can remove it. But I will not teach you how to remove it, because it's not allowed to remove moles. You know that moles can be cancerous, and it's not allowed. But yes, technically you can remove it. We can remove skin tags, which I love to remove. This is my cup of tea. You just cut them off, and it's great results. But warts and moles and birthmarks are not allowed to remove. Okay, and no tattoo removal. This is not tattoo removal. Whenever you see it, whoever told you that, that's a big lie.
Can you treat spider wings?
Yeah, spiders are okay. Spiders are okay. You can treat the spider wings as well. Depends again on the deepness of the spider wings. Whoever knows what the spider wings are will understand. But yeah, I found the good results on it.
For how long the clients should use the aftercare products?
As long as the skin is completely healed, unfortunately I won't be able to give you like super complete procedure of if you're our student, or if you're gonna become or whatever. You will see the protocol, but they need to use it till the skin is completely healed, especially in cream number 3, which is zinc oxide, which is the biggest sunblock we know. They have to use it 6 to 8 weeks, right? In combination with the chemical, chemical sunblocks, you can use it 2 weeks plus 3 weeks plus additional weeks with the CC creams.
How they can treat the spider veins?
It's easy on spider veins. You would go on top of the spider veins, and yeah, it's a little bit of techniques, which proper technique you have to use, but it's easy. It's easy to treat the spider veins. Molim?
We have
Uh-huh.
$300.
So yeah, today the guys are just saying, because today is September 12th. Just wait, yeah, just 1 second. De povesti. Aha, Buteze Dalvan.
We have.
Yeah. Okay, so the guy is just saying me because we are celebrating. On Tuesday I turned 39, and basically this event is like celebrating of my birthday. Thank you for all your wishes. But we have today's online course. We're offering you $300 of discount on course. The guys just told me that they're gonna put the offer online, and if you're interested or if you want to have it, you just need to press. What they need to press? Sorry.
They need to press the offers.
You need to press the offers, and you're gonna see it. Yeah, it's in the tab offers. But so conclusion is that today we're offering 300 off on online course, which is amazing course. If, by the way, if you ask me, you're gonna get more than 7 hours of live footages. You will get all the product, all the advertising products you need. The professional set, of course, is included, right? You will get the lifetime access to the learning platform, where is those 7 hours of live footages. You'll be assigned to the master trainer Sandra, which is gonna be working with you on practical part, which is firstly on oranges, later on your live models. We're gonna comment your pictures, and after that we're gonna issue a certificate. So you're gonna get a full support 24/7, almost, just when we're sleeping and when you're sleeping. But otherwise, you have a support tickets. You would write your question, and you would get the answer. We also provide a WhatsApp support, Facebook, Instagram, and opening tickets in actual learning platform. So for me, it's amazing.
There is a question: is the needle one-time use?
Yeah, needles are always one-time use. This is, guys, this is $7 or $8 is one needle. If you want to have problems in your life, because as I already mentioned, that Fibroblast Skin-Tightening is officially the most profitable beauty technique right now, charging everything from $500 to $1,500 per hour. So we cannot, and we never will support sterilization and anything else. If you sterilize, you will splash off, you will melt off the copper, so the conductivity of the needle will be lost, and this needle is done. So needle is one-time use only, period. No negotiations ever. If you want to have infections, use it twice, and you'll have tremendous problems. One-time usage always. And I said we have bent or straight ones. I would recommend you bend ones, but if you want to have straight ones, it's up to you. You can also try the straight one, and if you don't like it, just bend it, because it's so soft, right? Okay, and it says on the actual packaging, single use. Always single use, guys. Don't even think about to use it twice. Okay.
There is another question. Can you get the treated area wet after the procedure?
Yes, for sure. But if you want to have like super best healing stage, no wetting, for no moisturizing, no cleaning this, no applying the water or any other stuff besides aftercare products for first 24 hours. We want to have those crusts, which are basically called carbon crusts. We want to get them solid, right? We want to get them solid. That's why we're not applying any water, any cleaning of the area for first 24 hours. Later on, there's also procedures and particular ways how to treat the treated area. No SSS, sauna, swimming, sweating, and so on. But this is already online content.
Back to the needles. Is there a bundle or pack of needles at a specific price?
Yeah, bundle. If you take them 10 in the shop, they're a little better price. But I don't know what the bundle means. Maybe if you meant 1,000, it's not a special price.
And we have permission to use the before and after photos from the USB on our business social media account?
Exactly. If you're our student, yes, that's the basically purpose. The only thing is that they need to stay branded, right? Because this is our intellectual property, and we give it to you because you're our student. You're going to become a private academy fibroblast skin tightening specialist. You're going to become specialist. I can guarantee that. I can sign that. We have over 550 students right now in year and a half, online students. They're doing great. Right now, I would just ask the guys if you can guys show some before after pictures.
They will be shared.
Okay, so you will see those before after results. These are results from me, from my students, from all of us, not only from me. You can achieve, I can sign that, and I will sign that on actual certificate that you can achieve such results as I do as well. And that doesn't mean in 5-year time. If you are dedicated, in few months. Of course, you still need time to get all this knowledge packed in your brains, but yes, with the proper training, you're going to be on track very soon, very, very soon.
One more question. Can this treatment be done on skin Fitzpatrick type 5?
It could, potentially it could. I would rather see the picture, what we meant. Fitzpatrick scale is fine, but it's very rigid, it's very old, and scale 5 can be very wide, right? We can put a lot of skin types into the 5 levels. So I would rather see the client's skin type to give you an exact answer. If we want to use it on that skin tone, we have to go down with the settings. We have to go lower with the settings and so on. But to give you an exact answer, I would really need to see the picture.
Can the needle be used around the nipples?
Yes, nipples are fine around the nipples. On actual nipples are too painful, but ladies, previously we were talking about ladies' intimate parts, and when I see the company, I'm not gonna name it, offering the course, I mean, I was like, shh, okay, you know, there's hygiene procedures and infections, and maybe one day, but so far no.
How many times can you do the same on the same area?
I got it. Yeah, I mean, I would say we already say that we can repeat the treatment after 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, right? But that doesn't mean that we'll, because that's actually 2 months, right? That doesn't mean that we're gonna repeat it 6 times a year, right? I can tell you that when you're gonna do 2-3 liftings, the skin will basically come to the maximum shrinking point. What does that mean? That skin, how many sessions we're gonna apply, I'm calling that terrorizing of the skin. It's not gonna change the fact of tightening, right? So I would say 2 times a year, 3 times a year is maximum, and that doesn't mean following year we do 2-3 times as well. I would spread like 3 sessions for dramatical for those who want to achieve really super good results. I would do like first session maybe in 8 weeks, another one, then I would wait like 12 weeks or so, and do the third session, and then I would wait like 1.5 to 2 years and see what actual aging is going on. Just don't think that you can apply like 10 sessions, but you can go lower on settings, do lighter treatments, and do them more often. That's the way as well, and basically I like this way.
Do you recommend treating dark marks, scars that left after acne treatments?
Sorry?
I mean, like on hyperpigmentation, sometimes some types of hyperpigmentation, some clients can.
I know hyperpigmentation is strange thing, right? We know different types of hyperpigmentation. We have a hormonal hyperpigmentation. We have epidermal hyperpigmentation, which is caused by external factors such as sun. and so on. But I can tell you that with the hyperpigmentation, you'll never know where you are, right? You will never know what the consequences of hyperpigmentation are going to be. Dark spot, age spots are hyperpigmentations as well, right? I'm not the biggest fan of removing huge hyperpigmentations from the facials, from the facial part, because reactions are hyperpigmentation. What I'm trying to say is sometimes unpredictable. It can be hormonical. You know, when the ladies get pregnant, you know, due to hormonical change, you can get spots. Those are hyperpigmentation. But if we have epidermal hyperpigmentation, which is caused by external factors such as sun, those ones are more shallower, are more on epidermis, right? Are more shallower, and they're way easier to treat, right? If we can treat, we can. You have to be light, you have to be experienced, you have to understand it a little bit. It's possible, but we have to be light. We have to use a proper shading technique on it. And again, situation to situation. I'm giving you general answers, but when I see the actual case, it's easier for me to comment. Any more questions? No, that's pretty much it.
The intensity and frequency depends on the customer.
Training stuff, a lot of, you know, it's not just a single answer. Settings, I don't know which device you use. If you use our device we are using, is different if you use other device. But you have to be trained and you have to understand the spark. The spark has to be correct, right? So when the spark is okay, everything is fine. If the spark is too aggressive, you're gonna do too much of inflammation, right? Because what we are causing, right, we're causing inflammation, right? Inflammatory response, right? If you're gonna cause too much of inflammation, you're gonna hit the problems such as hyperpigmentation, redness, and so on and so on. If your settings are too low, which is way better than too high, you are not going to achieve the best results. So you have to be somewhere in between, and that's what basically experience of as basically, you know, the trainings you need to get there.
Anyone that treatment is not recommended for, like diabetic?
Of course, huge list, not huge, not wide list, but there is a list noted with red contraindications. I can name few. Diabetics are fine as long as they have their diabetes under control, right? Even though they're taking insulin, that's fine. That doesn't mean those people can be like, you know, treated like, oh, super strange. No. I mean, diabetes will prolong the healing stage a little bit, but otherwise it's fine. People with cancer patients we don't treat, right? Because they need all the strength to fight against, you know, the way more important things in the life than beauty. We don't do people with a pacemaker. We are not treating a pregnant woman. We are not treating breastfeeding ladies due to law. Okay. When we are not performing the treatment, there is a list. If they have vitiligo, psoriasis, they're still doable, but we need to understand. We need to know the approach. Okay. What else? Well, this, I mean, in the actual course, we put a lot of how would I say, attention to this part, right? We'll tell you straight everything, which clients are of it. But generally, people with healthy skin, with generally healthy body, they're 95% of all the clients. I don't know how many clients are refused. Maybe not 5%, right? And of course, there is consent form as well, right? You, for instance, you have vitiligo, right? You can have vitiligo in your body. You don't have it in your face. You want to do some facial. Of course, we can do it, right? We can do it. The same thing with psoriasis. The same thing with something else. But we have to understand that those people are way more prone to and they have to sign a consent form, which they should sign in any case. But we need to explain them correctly. We need to tell them, and so on and so on. We need to understand the situation, which is it's not super hard.
There's a lot of questions about tattoos.
No tattoos. No tattoos. Whoever told you tattoos, you don't need to spend $1 with us. That's not the purpose of today's webinar. It's knowledgeable part, right? But whoever mentioned tattoos, just don't spend money there, right? Just don't. That they don't know what they're saying. You cannot remove tattoos. Tattoo pigment are based in hypodermis, dermis, hypodermis levels, right? Deep into the skin. We are inflamming skin on epidermis. Subsequently, healing stages are taking place in dermis. It has nothing to do with the, I mean, maybe I'm intolerant, but I don't like when people are saying things that, ask them, can you show me some results? If they will, again, you don't know if that's from Fibroblast, but if they will, I pay you the course, okay?
There are a lot of questions about how to treat acne or how to treat some
Acne
like
scars.
scars.
Acne scars, very easy to be honest, but
and can you do the demonstration? It's the most important. We have a demonstration later.
we have a demonstration. I'll show the demonstration. Now we're gonna have a 3 minutes break just to invite the model to sit down, and I'm gonna start doing the treatment. It's not gonna be acne because I cannot show you everything. It's not. But acne treatment is revealed in our online and on live trainings as well. And it's very easy, to be honest. It's very easy to treat acne. We're talking about acne scars. We cannot treat active acne with a Fibroblast Skin-Tightening. Not active acne scars, like so, when the acne are basically healed. Any more questions? Or this is pretty much it.
Can you treat lips one day? Can you treat the arm in the same week, or you have to wait? Still wait.
Sorry?
Can you treat the lips one day, and can you treat the arm in the same week, or you have to wait?
No. You can treat the different types of the body on the same day. You can do lips, you can do forehead, you can do arms, you can do breasts, you can do whatever, belly at the same day. Why not? You can cover a lot. I mean, it's going to be obviously a little bit more discomfort. I'm sorry for your client, but you can do that. Why not? I mean, totally fine. Or you can do lips one day, the arm other day, and you have to understand. You will see today. When you're gonna get experience, if you're gonna teach, and if you're gonna use the right products, you're gonna be quite fast. That doesn't mean that you won't be you won't be precise. Just with the good needle, with the good settings, with everything, it's gonna go zap, 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 zap. You're gonna see. I'm very fast. I'm not rushing. My patterns are beautiful, and just. The needle provides me everything I need. Like, tick, tick, tick. I'm just, you will see. Also, students on trainings asking me, "Oh, how come you're so fast?" I mean, I find my position. I'm using the super good tools, and the needle gives me a spark, and no problems. So,
we are going to have a little break. Then we'll.
Guys, it's going to be actually 3-4 minutes, not more than that. We're gonna bring the model in, and we're gonna
answer questions later.
We're gonna have, yeah. If there are gonna be any more questions, I'm gonna try to give you an answers on those. And let's just give a few minutes, 2-3 minutes break, and we're gonna invite the model. See you in 3-4 minutes. Okay. So as you can see, we have and by the way, guys, because it's this COVID situation, everyone here is tested. I just want to let you know, because I know it's straight times, but we're all tested, still wearing a mask. We have to wear it even though there's no pandemic times, right? We are always wearing mask, gloves, glasses if you need them. I have lenses, so yeah. Okay, so Bojan, kako se pa slišimo? Sorry, just a voice.
It's good.
With my mask, it's okay?
Yeah,
With my
so
mask?
it's okay.
Is it okay? Okay.
We're just preparing first.
Yeah, so we numb the client previously. We put the numbing on it, and this numbing stays on the client's treated areas for 20 minutes. If it stays longer, it's good, right? If it's gonna stay 20 plus minutes, just good. If it's gonna stay 30 minutes, fine as well. 20 minutes is kind of minimal, is required. If it stays longer, it's fine, okay? So what I'm gonna show you is lower eyelids, which is one of my favorite areas. Nah, no needed. Thank you. I'm gonna remove all the stretch. So guys, again, this is how I do, and I believe it's after so many years, it's proper. So I'm a huge consumer of cotton pads. I like them. I like to have areas super clean. This is a skin disinfectant without alcohol. You can use them anywhere. You can use a green soap. You can use whatever disinfectant you have without alcohol, or at least low percentage of alcohol, right? I would spray. This is European stuff. You cannot get any. You cannot have that in US. I know that, but we're gonna have this online soon. But still, since then, use the green soap, use the witch hazel, and it will be fine. So I pre-spray quite a lot of cotton pads, and essential part is as well that you wipe off numbing nice. A lot of students from other companies or online YouTube students, which is something the most. So the online course is $2,300. Today we have a special offer and so on. Live trainings are $3,990 minus some early bird discounts. What I'm trying to say right now is it's a lot of money. I know that, and we as a company, we are not the cheapest company. We are probably one of medium high prices, charging high prices. But what I can guarantee you, that amount of knowledge you will get, it's uncomparable to any unreasonable thinking of how to get things cheaper. Let's go on YouTube and learn from YouTube. That's all fine. That's all fine. But when, guys, you're gonna hit the problem, when you're gonna do some unwanted damage on clients' skin, when you're gonna get potential suits or something, it's gonna be end of jokes, right? So please invest some money. We know that with online investment, you will get this investment back in 3 to 4 treatments. Depends on the size of the treatment. Let's say how I started the business is that I was offering 50% on all my initial first 50 or 100 treatments, because I want to spread the word, right? I was doing the treatments either for free, either for 50% off, right? That means that if I was doing like half face treatment, I would charge, instead of $800, $1,000, $1,200, $1,500, I would charge $500, $600, $700. That means that you need to do 4 treatments. That's ridiculous. That's nothing. You can get investment back in like few weeks, right? So what I'm trying to say, you don't need to go with us. Just to find an academy that is legit, that has hundreds of students, that will give you a lot of knowledge, and invest your money. It's your knowledge, and you're going to get that money with Fibroblast Skin Tightening treatments back like this, okay? So wiping off the numbing is essential. What is the main ingredients of each cream? Is base. Base is grease, right? Grease. And grease is very, very unconductive material. What does it mean, unconductive? Basically, it's gonna prevent the spark to jump on the skin, right? So when people are not wiping off correctly, or they're wiping with the dry cotton, they're saying, hey, my device is not working, my spark is not proper. Of course it's not, right? Because you do elementary mistake. Always fresh, new back needle. Okay? What I do, just for prevent, always, I know. Okay, we're gonna put the needle into the device. Okay, this is my settings. That's how I like. You like your way, and we can start. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna show you a little bit. I'm gonna show you lower eyelids. Marker is only for you. I don't use my markers for my treatments because I handle the device like, you know, super easy. Few single rules: one finger from the nose, not coming close to the lash line, and you can always do the lower eyelids, including some crow's feet if you want it. Okay, so this is basically going to be the area I'm going to show you today. I'm going to include some extra patterns of mine. Just don't ask me. Sometimes just don't ask me why, because I feel it that way. Okay, it's ready. Also, if you have white spots, those are called milias. Fibroblast Skin-Tightening is great for removing milias. You'll just go on top of it, milia. Okay. So, Oshili, which is the most sensitive part of the eyes? Definitely the inner side and this side. So we will always, my recommendation would be to start the treatment not on the most sensitive part. I will do my settings on the device and I will carry on. I'll start, right? Okay, yeah, it's gonna be, I'm just gonna readjust it a little bit. Okay, we good? Always bend your hands nicely, find your good position, and good? Mm-hmm. Поза сдържат, не? А мислиш да не? А? Нека да знам. Samo še eno vprašanje, one question for camera. A ti bi lahko dejansko v tem času tudi na kartico snemal ali ne? Okay. Sometimes you can stretch the skin a little bit. Če te moje roke motijo, sam povej.
Okay.
Ja? Къде ga не moti? Okay, so I'll outline the lower eyelid area for you. I will add extra lines here and there, especially here. I'm gonna go slightly closer to the eyebrows. Okay. I'm a right-handed, so I'm always looking between the needle and the surface from a side, because that gives me an option to see when the spark hits, right? Also, guys, what is this on the tip of the needle? It's carbonization. It's carbon, right? Same thing as carbon crust. So we need to wipe off the carbon crust every few minutes. Depends how much carbon you're getting, right? Always one cotton pad will be for wiping off. Right now, I'm using a 5-point technique, which you will get familiar on our trainings. It's very, it's pretty simple technique, and one of the most used techniques, along with my shading, which I'm going to show you at the end. And as you can see, Dobra. Teraz to začal delati. Širše razmake imaš ful lepšo sliko na koncu. To sem videl. Boyan, do we have any questions?
Yeah, the questions are mainly PayPal. Do you take PayPal? But they are also answered by the other team.
Okay, no technical ones. So guys, I'm doing, as you can see, I spent probably, was it 15 minutes for one under eyelid, which is one of the nicest areas to work on. Not complicated, flat surface, sorry.
There's a question why there is a smoke.
Why there is a smoke? Because the skin has a peptides, right? That's why. It's a small smoke, and nevertheless, we have a female model. We have, they have hairs as well. So when we hit the hair, you see a small smoke, a white smoke. Nothing. The client doesn't feel anything. You can see that she's not twitching at all, which is great. So if we can zoom in, those are nicely distributed dots with a center point technique. Now I'm going to do a little bit shading in between, right? And this is pretty much done for the one lower eyelid. If there would be any cases with the crow's feet on the side, we pretty much cover the crow's feet as well. Of course, you can go a little bit wider here. She doesn't have any crow's feet situation. That's why we didn't cover that. You can go maybe a little bit lower, not needed. This is pretty much nice area covered. One row closer to the nose, potentially. Pretty much nice, and you see that when you have a good spar, good settings, good everything, it's fast and easy. Now I'm going to show you, of course, with the time you can go back and check all the dots and everything, and see if there is anything, any dots needed to be placed. Sorry.
There is a question about the dots. Should be they're closer to, it's better to be closer together or a bit apart?
Yeah, this is also part that we are covering in online and in the trainings, all kind of trainings. There is a few different approaches which needs to be balanced between the intensity of the dots and the distance between the dots. We divide the body to three main areas, which is called small, medium, and large. At small areas, we would do dots a little bit closer together. At medium larges, we would do dots a little bit wider, and the large areas, we would do more spreadings. We have to know that each dots cause inflammatory response, inflammation. If we do too much dots on particular skin size, that can lead to over inflammation and then potentially on reacting of the skin. So,
and there's a follow-up question about is there a pattern you go, or you just go up and down? Or?
No, there's a pattern. I mean, the way you go, either you start here and finish here, either start here, finish here, here or here, doesn't matter. But of course, I'm following the pattern. That's what I'm saying. Oh, sorry. That's what I'm saying. There is a 5-point technique. There is a center point technique. There is a spot technique. There is a wrinkle technique, and there is a shading. Of course, there's a pattern, right? Nothing without pattern. Pattern is important thing, and a lot of time is invested in explaining patterns. But of course, and shading is one of the patterns, right? And that's what I'm going to show you. But shading, again, I'm explaining a lot in shading about the shading in the course as well. We have to understand the shading. We need to know when to apply the shading. It's not that you have to. It's not that I do applying the shading all the time. I don't. I apply it when I know that it's needed. And
there's to clarify what treatment you're doing right now.
I'm doing under eyelids tightening. Under eyelids plus a little bit of crossfits. And I'm doing right now, I apply the center point technique. Those dots are center point. Now I'm applying a shading, right? It's a different setting. It's a different technique. It's something I use for my clients, and I'm teaching my students. It's my invention.
What is the shading for?
This is shading is for extra tightening. Everything what we do right now, everything that we do today is for tightening the skin, right? This is the main purpose. And yeah, it's for extra pulling, extra tightening. Tukaj bom jaz bolj light naredil. Ti boš pa to, Sandra, imaš? So sorry, you need me? So when one side is finished, left hand side is finished, we will apply the Aftercare number 1, right? You can apply it directly with spraying, but you need to take care that you don't spray in the eye. That's why I don't like spraying directly. So instead of, I would spray it on the cotton pad and gently tap it over, right? It's nice. This is the spray number 1, essential dexpanthenol solution. Sorry? Read it louder, man. Okay? Да, сигурен. Daj me one more cotton pad, please. Okay. Okay, so one side is finished. Other side. Nice, it's too easy. Other side. Wiping off the numbing. Buddy. Če ga grize za nogo. Ali je dobro. Okay, so the same story. I'm gonna mark it for you guys. Otherwise, as I mentioned, I'm not using the marker. I don't need to use it. I mean, but it's totally fine. If you are used to it, you can use it. I'm gonna check the status, if it's pretty much the same. And if so, ne kabel, če grizet. Dobro si ga. Sandra, dobro si ga sprehodila. Zdaj pa kable grize. Daj tam, veš kaj, magar ga daj Urošu pa reči, ne ga ima tam.
Brez lahko pa samo obrneš.
Ja, takole, ne?
Ja, tako super.
Thank you. So the same story. I need to set my settings because I have previous settings on set on shading. Okay. Sucho. If your client is gonna drop few tears, that's just a normal. Eyes are very sensitive area. Also, if they feel a little bit of pain, that's just normal. And that's why I told you guys previously that using a good numbing cream really gives you a perfect surface platform that you carry on the treatment nicely without any huge disruption. And it's really essential. I mean, numbing is sounds nothing special, but it's like super essential thing.
There's a question.
Sorry?
There's a question.
Yeah.
What's your settings on your pen?
I have settings on C. I have 5 to 6. That's my settings, and the needle, right? Mm-hmm. And why I'm always coming from a side is that I can see the distance between surface. Guys, for those that are new here, we are not touching the skin, right? What's gonna happen if I touch the skin? Nothing. Look, if I touch the skin, nothing's gonna happen. Nothing, okay? So that's why it's super safe. Whenever you touch the skin, it shuts off. Okay, as you can see on the other side, the dots are getting darker and darker, and that's completely normal. This is what is called oxidation, carbonization, right? When carbon is mixing with the oxygen, it comes to oxidation, and this is just a normal thing. So the dots will get darker and darker every minute, right? And they're gonna come to the point where they're gonna be dark brown. They're gonna turn dark brown, not black, dark brown. But the essential part of everything is that you are performing the right color of the dots while the treatment. Masz rękawice za mnie? Okay, I'm gonna change my gloves. To namazane, ale? A mislim unim se dolaži gor. To mi pa dej tako, da bo prav. Just 1 second. Lekker pauze. Okay. Okay, so both sides are done. At the right hand side, I need to apply a shading as well, right? Again, wiping off the carbon crust, right? Okay. Same protocol. Aftercare number 1. I would spray it on a cotton pad nicely and tap it over the treated area. This one again, same. You see this side is the dots change the color. As I said, this is due to carbonization, oxidation, right? And the carbon cuts are getting darker and darker. They're gonna turn dark brown, not black, dark brown. This is what the color of the carbon is as well, right? So we can leave the cotton pads for a few minutes. Now I'm gonna prepare and show you the actual lip flip or lip augmentation, right? More correctly. Okay. The client will follow the aftercare procedure for following 3 to 4 times a day. And of course, she's gonna get the leaflet where everything is nicely described with the words and pictures. So it's impossible that she would disobey the aftercare protocol, which is essential, believe me. Especially guys, for you who are from California or Florida, where is a lot of sunny days, a lot of UV exposure. The aftercare is essential, right? Is essential. So zinc oxide cream number 3. Without this cream, I wouldn't go anywhere. That's it. Okay. Okay, so my lips are ready. All those patterns have their names as well, right? Panda eyes is underneath. We developed a few different names, but it doesn't change the game. It's just how we call the names. Either there is a dragon lift, right? When we do above the eyebrow, you can have the butterfly styles here, or a moon styles, panda eyes, and a lot of different names. So with the lip augmentation or a lip flip, right? I'm gonna show you, so the few rules: we never go to the mucus, right? I'm gonna stick to the edge, but here I'm gonna do a few special pulling effects, right? Okay. Okay. Lov malo odpreš, Ok, to je to. Se približno niste narisali, približno, ne? Tukaj bo še videl. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to outline the edge of actual lip. Как ты месишь в облике, Сандра? Ja. Ne, ampak kaj pa lahko narediš? Ne greš lahko. Some so fine pics. Ja sam i prije. Molim? Ona Jasmina? Jasmina is doing great. Jatko Jasmina? Ne.
И сам си имела isto oblikost, ne?
Seveda. Isto. Okay, guys. Imaš tanku kožo, ne? Ne. Okay. Okay. Sandra, smo mi takrat imeli uno sliko tudi okrog ust, tista, ki sem jaz skice delal. Daj pa tam pa ne daj gor. Če ne pa ne slika hitro. A veš, kaj govorim? A imamo kak before after, ne? Tako malo vlečo. Vse so skakot.
There is a question
Yep.
about your settings again for the pen and what you use for shading. Are the same settings for the shading?
No, for the shading it's not the same settings. It's we need to go lower, and it's not the same. But right now I'm using around the perioral. I'm using 4.5 on C mode. That's it. Right now, and when I go shading, I go even lighter. Right.
Is that everything in the course, in the online course?
Into details. That's what I'm saying, you guys. That's what I'm saying. I can answer hundreds of questions, and I'll do that. I'm not hiding anything. But there is so much things that we will maybe cover today. 5% what you will get in online course. That's why if you think, I understand. If you think that this can be substituted to the online, we are not even close. So there are so many different situations regarding the skin and so on, that this my demonstration is because I want to give you like yeah, but there's so much more in online. 7 hours of footage, the whole theory and everything. So all the techniques revealed into the details. So for all of those, of all of you guys that you're thinking about investing, you cannot learn that way because there's too many questions. And also maybe good thing in investing in training is also you will get a lifetime support. You will come to numerous situations when you will need the help from your teacher, right? When you finish your class, when you graduate, this is actually beginning of our cooperation, honestly, right? This is where you're gonna start asking us. This is where you're gonna start growing. This is where you're gonna start having a small problems, which we're gonna fix together. Maybe we're gonna meet someday. Maybe we're gonna cooperate. We have affiliate programs and so on. So basically, what I'm trying to say is this is really not substitute to training. Maybe some companies is not gonna give you that much of material as we're giving you for free today. But in our online course, there is 7+ hours of treatments and all techniques and theories and tests and demonstrations, practice works, and so much more. So much more than this. This is not substitute to training at all. Live classes in US, as I said, we're going to be in San Francisco, October 3rd and 4th. We're going to be in LA, October 11th and 12th. We're going to be in San Diego, October 25th, 26th. So 3 locations in California in October, beginning of October till the end of October. Those are live locations right now. Okay, so lip augmentation.
There's a question about do you offer an advanced classes?
No, because our classes are basically so much improved that we will probably develop some advanced classes. But right now, I don't know whether this lady is our student or not. This is a question. If she is not our student, I believe that our course is going to be advanced course for her anyways. Not underestimating anyone else, but we have a lot of students coming to us saying, yeah, I've been somewhere else and I just want to try with you. And when they try it, when they see the content, maybe Blaž right now, the guys behind the scene, can post, or actually right now in few minutes we're gonna have a break when I'm gonna switch with Master Sandra. She's gonna do the rest of it, and guys, you will have a chance to see a video what is included in online course. You'll be shocked how many content there is, how many chapter there is. Don't get afraid. There is also a test, right? You have to pass a test. This test is not something that you can pass or fail. No one failed, right? We just have an option to see how much theory, basically how much knowledge you either you skip it, and you cannot skip the lessons, right? We just want to test you. What me as a CEO I'm strive to is that when you get a certificate, I know that our student doesn't have any problems. We don't have any complaints. We don't have clients calling us saying our student would damage their faces, ruin their lives, something like that. And that's why we're gonna take you through the learning process, and bring you to the point where you're educated properly to perform this treatment, right? Money's not everything, right? We're not selling just for money. We know what you're gonna get out of it. We know that, and that's why you can easily go to our social media, such as Facebook. We have 2,500 reviews, and go and read the reviews. Of course, there are some fake reviews with saying that things that are not correct. But again, this is life. This is social media life. I want cotton pad. So as you see, I applied Aftercare. And now we're gonna apply the mask. Sandra. Не би дал това? No? Не съм питал. Можеш, can we leave the mask while you're doing the forehead? Lower part? No? Ко си, Ясмина?
Супер.
Пасе, може би. So our model is fine. She doesn't feel any pain. Of course, there's a tiny sense of tightening everything, and which is basically the fact. Skin is already controlled damaged, and it's already tightening effect is already taking place, taking action. Of course, in following days, weeks, the carbon crosses are going to stay on the skin, everything from 5 to 6 to 7 days. Technically, I spend a lot of time in spending time with doctors, developing the creams, etc. And they told me, Samo, actually, the crust, as long as the longer that stays on the skin, the better it is. What actually the crust is? Crust is a mechanical barrier which protects the underneath healing process, the skin, the new baby born skin, which is burning underneath the crust, and external factors. So the longer the crusts are on the skin, the better it is. The rule number one: we never pluck off the crusts. Never ever. We don't pluck off the crust. Okay. So now, Stargane, nah? We're gonna apply beta glucan mask, which looks a little bit like respondeu? It's very cold when you touch it. Чуте ги добре. Sanja, ja? Jasmina. I dobro čutek. So this is a beta glucan mask with a cooling effect, right? Because, and Sandra, after she finished the forehead situation, we're gonna put the upper side of the mask as well, which will cover the nose, and eyes, and forehead, right? And this mask, every time you're gonna do the treatment around the eyes of your clients, there's gonna be some reaction, swelling, always, tiny swelling, medium swelling, large, depends on client's lymphic system, right? We cannot predict how much swelling there's gonna be, but it's always gonna be around the eyes. The more you're gonna do around the eyes, the more swelling you're gonna have. That's why, guys, I'm begging you, please use those masks. They should use those masks, right? One mask is $8. They need to use one mask a day, 2 masks a day would be ideally for the following 2-3 days, and you're gonna, guys, reduce the swelling for 40 to 50%. If you wanna have the high-end, high-top quality treatments, include those masks in the treatment.
There was a question about the mask. Do you use the mask on every client?
I do. Whenever I do facials, I put a mask. Whenever I do neck, belly, whatever, I put the serum, right? Serum is the same ingredients, completely the same. The only thing is that serum doesn't have a cooling effect. Why? It's not needed because neck, breast, belly, hands, whatever, they won't swell, right? The only eyes will swell. Only around the eyes you're gonna feel the swelling. The face, actual face, sensitivity, okay? Because of the lymphic system, we cannot predict how much swelling there's gonna be. Usually 2-3 days, a little bit of discomfort, and that's it. If you're gonna use the mask, you're gonna reduce it for 50%, okay? Any more questions, Brian, right now?
No.
Not. So guys, give us a 5 minutes break. It's actually not break for you, right? You have your break. Enough is enough. I'm joking. So we're gonna change. Sandra, we're gonna take my place. I'm gonna leave the seat to Sandra. She's gonna do a little bit of forehead. Then we will show a little bit more.
We will show the video.
And right now, guys, we're gonna show you the video, the online content, what you're gonna get in online course if you decide for online, and a little bit of something from live courses like testimonials and celebration. So enjoy. We'll be back. Video is coming in a few seconds, and we'll be back. Thank you.
Hello dear beauty specialist. Today we're going to show you exactly what you'll get from our online course should you decide to sign up. Of course, we offer a free tour which you can access through our website and see it for yourself. The online course is divided into 8 major chapters and they cover both theory and practical knowledge. It contains more than 6 hours of professionally recorded material and on top of that extra 4 hours of footage of live treated areas. Let's go through all the chapters briefly. In the introduction, you will get to know us, our professional set, and other treatment materials. The next chapter is the skin, where you will learn about skin layers, collagen, and fibroblast cells. In the skin tightening treatment chapter, you will discover key uses, advantages, and contraindications of the treatment. Next, we have techniques and treated areas, where you will acquire deep knowledge about techniques and treatments such as wrinkle technique, how to treat neck area, belly area, eyelids area, and much more. Let me show you one video as an example. Master Samo Sambol explains everything in detail throughout the video, where graphics are included for better understanding. And under every video there is a conclusion, so it's easy to remember the most important information provided in each video. You will learn about the 3 phases of skin healing and after treatment. Next, very important chapter is Aftercare. You will get to know Aftercare number 1, 2, and 3, as well as the treatment costs. Your most common questions are answered in Frequently Asked Questions chapter. And once you go through the entire theory part of this online course, you will have to pass the exam. We are confident that you will be able to pass it with flying colors, as we made this course very thoroughly, and with our guidance you will gain all the knowledge needed. After you complete the exam, there is a practical part to this online course. It is divided into 2 parts. First part is practicing on oranges so that you get comfortable with the plasma device. You will have to complete 3 different practice parts and send us pictures of it for a review. Once your pictures are reviewed, you then proceed to the final part of this online course, which is treatment on live models. Usually models will be your friends and relatives, but it could be anyone. Again, you will have to do 3 different practice parts and send us your pictures for a review and evaluation process. Upon receiving a successful feedback, you will earn our certificate and become a Fibroblast Skin-Tightening Specialist by Privé Academy. I hope you have a better understanding of what's inside our online course, and if you have any additional questions, make sure to contact one of our agents through our website. Thank you for watching.
It's an honor for me to be here with Master Samo. He was very knowledgeable and everything was very detailed.
I love the training. I love that we went over all of the theory the first day so I could learn about the skin. I'm
so excited that I came to the class and I'm finally getting my certification. That was my goal for 2020, that I got it.
I love that the second day we got to practice ourselves on each other, got our models in, we got to do a bunch of different things. I love birthdays.
I can't wait to have this new exciting career. And I love it.
Okay, hi everyone. Now I will show you how to perform the treatment on the forehead. She has really nice few lines and we will solve them. Okay, first I will clean the skin from the numbing cream. Okay, today she got full treatment. I will treat her one angry line, which is not so deep, but she doesn't like her angry line. Okay. Also, I will mark the area so you can see how much we will treat. Okay. Okay. My device is on C. I will put strength on 6. Before I will clean the needle. Okay, I will start. Are you okay? Good. As you mentioned, we will never place dots in the wrinkle, always on the side of the line. And what is the most important, probably our students know that we should be careful to not stay too long on one dot. Okay, so we'll do quickly. If you stay too long on one dot, you can cause a small hyperpigmentation, and you will see the difference between the dots. Like if you stay too long, the dots will be very dark and quite big. Okay, I will do like frame because I will treat all these lines. We also got a message like how many treatment is required to get good results, what to tell the clients. So if your clients has very, very deep wrinkles or lines, then probably you will know that they will need more than one session. So you will need to repeat the treatment when the skin is totally healed. Okay, so first I will start to treat close to the line. Ти, Петър, видиш да я окренем? What? Okay, I'm just following the wrinkle or line. Okay, then I will place the dots on the other side. It's very important before the treatment to consult with your clients about the medical history. If they have maybe some allergic reaction or something. I always tell my clients ingredients of the numbing cream, ingredients of the aftercares, so they can know what they are using.
There's a question about the bottles you're spraying. What contents are in there?
Sorry about
the bottle you're spraying on the.
It's the Samo already mentioned about that. It's octanicept. It contains a very low percent of the alcohol. We have that here in Europe, but I know that they don't have that in the USA. But you can use any antiseptic for the skin. I think in the USA they have green soap, witch hazel. I mean, you can use everything what you have in your country, which defend the skin. Okay, and now I'm using 5-point technique, which means that I'm placing dots like zigzag. And that way, when I'm doing the 5-point technique, I'm sure that I will cover all the area. There will not be the space that I need to place the dots. Si u redu? And how to recognize that you done treatment good when you see that your first dots on the skin looks very light and gently on the skin. That means that the treatment is correctly performed. Smells very nice. Okay, here I will just fill in all empty space in between the dots, just to rejuvenate the skin and to activate cells inside. Oops. I have to use a new cotton pad. Okay, ima Bojan još kaj? Pitanja da su zanimljivo. Okay, good. Mm-hmm. I'm always starting with solving the problem. So first I always place the dots close to the lines, and then I just fill out all empty area. But first I treat lines, which is the problems. Okay. Is there any questions for me? Bojan?
Not right now.
Okay.
If there is a question, I will ask right away so you can answer it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you use to clean the needle?
Also the same, Octanicept. The same disinfectant that I use for the cleaning of the numbing cream.
Do you use any alcohol?
Yes, they can use the alcohol to clean the needle, the tip of the needle.
Is there any reason to use a level 9? Probably thinking of the sequence of that.
Yeah, the level 9 is very, the spark is very strong on the level 9. And not so often that you will use the level 9 because you can cause hyperpigmentation and damage on the skin. You can use level 9 if you are very, if you trust yourself that you're doing very quick and very good. I have experience and I'm doing quite quick, so I can use level 9. But for all the beginners, we are always saying to start with the low power.
How soon after Botox injection can you use the plasma treatment?
Before, between the plasma fibroblast treatment and some other cosmetic treatments like fillers or Botox should pass sometimes. It's like minimum 1 month if you're doing first Botox, then fibroblast, and if you're doing the fibroblast first, then should pass like more than 1 month, because the skin should be totally healed that you can place something on the same area where you had the fibroblast treatment. So if the client has the fillers in the lips and you want to do the lip flip treatment, should pass 1 month before those 2 treatments. Okay, now I will do a little bit shading to activate the skin and get so much better results on the deep lines.
There is a question. Does this treatment need to be performed in the clinical setting or you can start at home?
Should this treatment need to be, sorry, can you repeat?
In the clinical environment, clinical setting. So do you need a clean room to perform or you can perform at home?
Everything should be clean, disinfect, then you can do the treatment. You will not do the treatment on your sofa on someone. Okay. You need to be responsible when you are doing this aesthetic treatment on someone.
Do you always do shading?
Not always. I'm using the shading on the clients who has very, who has a lot of excess skin on upper eyelids, then I'm using the shading. On the deep wrinkles, I use shading because in that way you connect the dots and you activate the skin. I will not use the shading on the flat areas or where it's not necessary, or if someone has very sensitive and red skin, then I will not do too much trauma on the skin.
Can you use shade over a wrinkle? Shading over a wrinkle.
Over the wrinkle?
Yeah.
The shading? Yes, you can just a little bit, slightly do the shading, but you need to be careful to not do too much because you will get a much deeper wrinkle.
And this is all explained in the courses, right?
Yes. Also, inside of the training, inside of the online training, all the students have their trainer, and they will be in contact with their trainer, so they will get full support for all the questions. Just a little bit to stretch the skin. And I'm quite done. Okay. Now I will put the Aftercare number 1. Okay, when you are doing this, you need to always tap it on the skin. Also, your clients, when they will applying the aftercare, they need to be gently with the treated areas, and every move should be like tapping, because if they are doing like wiping, they can remove the crusts and then they will have open wound, small open wound. Okay. Now just clean this white mark. Okay, and now I will put the upper part of the mask. Yeah, on the okay, sorry. This beta mask is really amazing, and the clients feel great after the treatment because of the cooling effect, and the beta glucan is very good ingredient for the immune boost. So the healing process is faster. I broke my, sorry, my mask. Okay. It's very jelly. Because after the treatment, there is like feeling that the skin is like a little bit burnt. So this mask with the cooling effect, it's very great. Good feeling. And a little bit massage. Okay, yes, I'm done with the treatment. So you see that there is not too much.
Can you please
The work.
just repeat what type of mask is this for those who join a bit later?
This is our beta glucan mask, which is very good after the fibroblast treatment because of the cooling effect and because of the moisturizing. It has like 20% more moisturized than hyaluronic acid. And the beta glucan is very good ingredient. It's made from shiitake mushrooms, and it's very good because the boost immune system and helps in the healing process. Okay, I just want to say that the clients need to use aftercare creams, and also they can use the beta mask. It's not like changing for the aftercares. It's not they can, after the fibroblast treatment, that they can use only the mask. Okay.
How long you can leave the mask on?
You can leave it for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And you can use it at home, in the midnight, all the healing process.
Does the red light treatment assist in healing?
Yes, they can also use red light therapy after the fibroblast treatment. Any other questions? Okay, where is the Master Samo?
I will call him. Samo.
Samo pred kamerom. Če bo pred kamero šel.
Pa da, sad ne znam. I don't know if you already, if Did they saw the videos for the online training?
The video was shown.
Yeah, what is included? So all the students will have lifetime access to the 6 hours live videos, and we also add extra bonus for the live videos of treated areas, where Master Samo is showing all the parts of the face, where you can see how to treat stomach area, middle face area, how to do lip augmentation, how to do shading technique, how to do lower upper eyelids, crow's feet, nose contouring. And now we are working to present how to treat acne scars, because we got a lot of asking how to do acne scars, and it's like very easy. I mean, you will learn everything what you need about the skin. We got a lot of questions. I mean, if you will need to have any certificate or any experience that you can take the Fibroblast Skin-Tightening training, no, you don't need to have any previous knowledge or experience, because on the training you will learn everything about the skin. When do not perform the treatment, how to treat some specific areas, about the skin conditions. When do not perform the treatment, I don't know if I forgot to tell something about the techniques. I mean, everything what you need to know to successfully perform the treatment, and about the aftercare, which is most important part after the fibroblast treatment.
Like, all the products can be found on the.
Yes, we have our web shop where you can purchase all you need for the fibroblast treatment. From you can also purchase our design needles, topical liquids, pre-treatment, aftercares, beta mask, beta serum, everything what you need to have for the fibroblast treatment. And now we have, because of the International Beauty Day, and we have now special offers, 20% discount on all our products for the fibroblast and microblading treatment. So fill your stock.
How the
Be the
model
best
is feeling
product.
after the treatment?
How the model is feeling? She's smiling, so I hope so that she's feeling good.
I feel good.
She felt good. Okay. She got full treatment. Forehead, lower eyelids, lip flip. So you can also do few areas, not only one areas at the same time. Yeah. Yeah.
Ați mai spus?
Manda na boa.
Okay, guys.
Check out the microphone.
I need a mic. Sorry, though. Okay, so I'm back. So I've been behind the scenes for a couple of minutes now, and there is a lot of questions coming in, and we are happy that you're active. Some are just placing this few same questions, and we will answer all of those. If not, just DM us or get in touch with us over Instagram or so. Just please understand there is a few hundreds of attendees, people in the room, and a lot of questions, and we're doing our best. That's why I want to show you the whole team that was behind the scenes. It's not only me or just a few of us. And I want to say thank to each and everyone, the model, the Sandra, the Boyan, IT guys. You come here, guys. Uroš, Blaž. So there is a lot of guys behind the scenes. Some of them are in the other offices. Some of them are in United States. Hi to Jessica. Hi to Sienna. Hi to Shariah. Hi to many of you. Before we in Europe right now, it's 10:45 p.m. We enjoyed the time with you. I hope that you guys enjoyed the time with us. I don't know how is it with the room. If you have any specific question, we will keep the room live for additional 5-10 minutes, right? For those who might be interested to redeem the coupon code, which is going to be valid for a couple of hours for online discount. For those who will maybe be a little bit later and the room will expire, please get in touch with us over the email. Just email us on, what is yours email? Is info?
Yeah,
info@prive-academy.com. We will text it right now. Blush, would it be that kind of just type the email for those that might have any possible questions about online purchases, or but as I said, we will maintain the room live for additional 10-15 minutes, and we'll be on the chat. We're just gonna froze in the picture. Is there any questions for and not specific? If you didn't get your answer, we'll provide it for you. Don't think that we ignore you. It's just amount of the questions. So I hope that you enjoy the webinar. As I said, it wasn't a training. This was just a tiny part of everything you can learn, either online, either live trainings. As I said, we have a live location in California, San Diego, October 3rd and 4th, Los Angeles, October 11th and 12th, and San Diego, October 25th, 26th, and the online, which is already available. And every minute when you do the payment, you're going to get access in the same minute, so you can start your learning journey. We got these discount offers, as we mentioned. We'll apply to the live trainings as well if you're interested. I want to say thank you, and stay safe. It's a weird times, but together we'll go through that, and one day everything's going to be back on track. Any questions?
Holly asked if
she
could buy our products even if she didn't attend our trainings.
Yeah, she does. I mean, of course. I mean, we cannot monitor and control. And as I said, you don't need to go with us. There are companies. What I'm trying to say is that please invest your money, even though you're gonna maybe spend a couple of $100 more than the competition. But at the end of the day, you won't regret, because, as I said, this is the most profitable beauty technique. Few $100 is the matter of quarter of minutes of work, 30 minutes of work. So, and I really want you to have a good knowledge that you won't have a problems with customers, that you won't experience hyperpigmentation, that you would use a proper aftercare products, which will reduce any problem occasions down to zero, or almost ideally zero. And you're gonna enjoy this beautiful treatment, which is completely, totally in increasing the popularity of it, and just simply to enjoy and to bring some smiles on your customers' faces and to enjoy. So,
and last question for tonight. When will you do live training in Europe, Germany especially, or is the training the same as the live training? The online training are the same for the live?
I mean, online training could never be the same as a live training. I'm not trying to say that online doesn't worth it. If I would be in Germany. We're based in Slovenia, which is, I don't know where you're coming, which part of Germany, but that means that from Munich to Slovenia, that's 5 hours drive. If you're from Hamburg to Slovenia, it's like hour and 50 minutes flight. So come visit us in Slovenia. We don't have any locations. We don't have any branches in Germany right now, but you're most welcome to visit us in Slovenia, Ljubljana, capital city of Slovenia. It's very close to German. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch as well, so we can have a good time here, or you can simply go with online. it's definitely. I'm so convenient with online because we have so many students and such a good rate. I mean, people are so happy. Feedbacks are amazing. That's why I'm confident. But if you have any chance, come visit us. And
training in Europe, in London.
Oh, we do have training but she was asking for Germany. We do have trainings in London, Ljubljana, Turkey, and you know, when the situation is going to be more normal, and hopefully we're going to be one day in Germany as well. But as I said, here we are. Slovenia is not far from you, and online is available in every moment. So maybe the online is a good option as well, because I don't know how is it with the travels right now. I know that Germany and Slovenia, we can travel across the border. Any more questions? No? No. Thank you so much, guys. Stay safe, enjoy your life, be happy, and thank you so much for being with us today. Bye-bye. See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.